was buying a boat, I was like, we're not getting a boat, I hate the ocean, I'm terrified of sharks and I can't swim. We can happily say that this year we love our pink bits. Last year, we hated it. We hated her, she was horrible. That UK Sails down in Brisbane near Dayborough has repaired her and done us a new sock, and it is spectacular and she's working great.
We're just a little bit worried that it'll be the main sail we'll use in Indonesia, and she's old. Like it's
she's old and saggy.
She's stretched and like holding together fine, but we're worried about getting all the way there and losing her, like blowing her up or whatever. And now we wonder if we should get another spinnaker, because this one's God knows how old. But we'll fly till she blows.
Okay everybody, so today I am praying to the sail gods, Poseidon, the god of wind, whoever that is. Please give us these conditions on our 5-day passage to Indonesia. We have the spinnaker up, she is flying beautifully. The sea is calm, I can sit down and edit. We've did 2 hours of schoolwork this morning, and we are traveling between 7.5 and 8.5 knots, and I just couldn't ask for a nicer day on the water. So please, 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 can we have this weather on the way across, because if we get 5 days of shiz, by the end of it, I'm gonna be crying mess, I'm sure. So, pray for us, everybody. Although we'll be far in Indonesia by the time you watch this.
Morning, it's time. You ready, Pants?
As ready as I'll ever be.
We've had porridge for brekkie, a couple of coffees, and about to pull anchor and set off for Indo. So, weather looks good. We've got about a 20 knot sort of wind behind us. This morning it might be a little bit on the beam, but by this afternoon it will have swung around. And yeah, we should be able to use the spinnaker. May or may not use it through the night. We'd probably put it down and just use a Genoa, but we'll make that call closer to the time. I had a shocking night's sleep last night, so not a great start. It was the Origin last night and we lost, so I'm not impressed after calling that we'd win. But we had a couple of fellas on the dock over here that partied until about half an hour ago. So that was fun. But yeah, anyhow, we'll set off and we'll catch you out on the big ocean. Serious current going on here. We've only got like 8 knots true wind, and we're going about 8.5. So the current's pushing us straight out the opening down there, which is beautiful. Wouldn't want to swim across here.
Bit of a cloudy, smoky morning at Thursday Island and Horn Island as we leave this morning. We are coming through the channels. The tide is racing, so we're going quite fast. And I believe the winds are about to hit us strong, so we are ready and raring to go. It's actually a bit chilly, which is pretty crazy considering how warm it's been. We have been doing basically 9 to 10 knots the entire way as soon as we got past the shallow sections of Thursday Island. At the moment it's quite comfortable, but we're all around the corner in about half an hour, I guess, and it might get a bit lumpy today, or at least for most of the morning the waves will be on our beam. But yeah, this is if we sailed this flat at this speed the whole way, we will get there super fast. But I do believe we'll slow down. Our friends pulled a reef just before because they had their full main up. We have one reef in and we'll just play it by ear for the moment.
That's much crazy. We might pull another reef.
Ooh. super flat and smooth. Ah. It is a webby. How's our first passage going?
It's going. She's a little rough. It's alright. We knew it was going to be on the beam to start with. It'll come around behind us in about 12 hours, I think. So, yeah, it'll be a little rough to start. But we're making good ground. We're doing about 10 knots. We've got about 20 to 23 knots of wind on the beam. So, we got one reef in the main and Genoa's out.
Yeah, I'll try and show you through the windows what it looks like. Alright, let's get out back. Yeah. I mean, it's actually, if this was our first trip last year, we would be panicking. Oh, ready to go. I'm going to shut from the back. You right, Bubba? You just bang your head, Bobby. Oh, darling, what's wrong? Oh, Bubba. Okay, so we're like 3 hours, 4 hours in, and it is gross. Window cover up, and I just got drenched, which I don't, oh, far out. God, these waves are big. Oh, our cute little fluffy monkey over there is having his noodles. The other fluffy monkey is at the helm with Daddy. Mummy's watching the waves just like fly by. Try and catch a good one for you. We still have one reef in the main. Now Genoa out all the way. We've been sailing over 9 knots pretty much the entire trip.
About 8 knots.
What are we, 8? Averaging about 8 knots now. We are 6.5 hours in. And it's sort of still sideways / forwards waves. It's kind of strange. They kind of seem to be coming from everywhere. And we are getting lots of donkey slaps and lumps and bumps and lovely water crashes. Look at this fella, you just can't see how big he's going to be until you roll up the side of it. Oh dear. So Botterforce just did like a little flyby. We're hoping they come past again, because I heard the plane but then I couldn't see it. By the time I saw it, it was over there, but it's pretty cool. Hey fellas! Yeah! Come back to us! That was a bit crazy, wasn't it, baby? That was very low.
Making sure that we've all checked out properly, I guess.
I was like, oh, where the heck is the plane because it's not up in the sky and then we saw it out the front of the boat. Is that getting closer or further away? Alongside us. Yeah.
As the sun sets on our first night, we are glad to be ending the day, and it seems the sea is beginning to calm down. Little did we know, the fun and unexpected events so common while sailing were about to begin.
Morning everybody. It's been a bit of a rough 24 hours so far, but this sunrise is making up for it.
It's hard to see in the picture, but this.
So Addie and I just cuddling up and enjoying it together with some snuggles. Dan went to bed at about 6:30, so we're going to try and give him a couple of hours sleep. The winds are not good for the way the sails are set up though, so we'll see. We might, when he has had a bit of a nap, like an hour or so, we'll put the spinnaker up, so we'll show you what we do. We are 26 hours into our sail. Now, it's been not very enjoyable. The seas yesterday were huge, and everything was on our beam. Really lumpy, really noisy. Overnight, it was really lumpy, really noisy. So Dan and I are really lacking in sleep. We've tried to do sort of like 4-hour shifts, but realistically, you know, you're lucky to get about 2 hours sleep in that time. I don't know how solo sailors do it. Kudos to anybody who's that brave, because yeah, 26 hours in, not really liking it. I was a bit more excited about the passage, thinking it would be a bit more fun than it's been, but Lachlan was vomiting yesterday. It's too rough and rolly to read or draw or do anything with the kids. Now, it should calm down by the end of today. But I think the difference is the fact that we've done a 30-hour sail in fairly uncomfortable conditions before, but you knew that you were almost at the end dropping anchor and having a really good long sleep. Whereas we can't do that for another few days. And then even when we drop our anchor to finally have a good long sleep, we'll be in a foreign country, in a new area, somewhere we've never anchored before, with boats that don't necessarily have the same rules as us, so I think that weighs on you a little bit, but I'm just going to stick it on through. I've got a bit of a light pre-workout because it's too hard to make coffee, and I think coffee would make me vomit. So just have a little bit of caffeine so I can stay awake while Dan hopefully gets a really good amount of sleep, because he went to bed at 6:30 this morning and he was up by about 7:30, so yeah. Good luck, Dan. I hope you get some sleep.
Well, I guess now's as good a time as any to welcome you to day 2 of our sail. It's been incredible. Yeah, had about 20 knots of wind, consistent all day. I've been pretty unwell, bit of a man flu, but Holly the Legends let me have a bit of a rest today, which is nice. So I'll be on night watch and just keep an eye on these little things.
So last night, while I was on watch, Dan was having his naps on the couch, thank goodness. We have now tried to start having our naps in the bedroom because you just don't get any sleep. You don't really get any sleep anyway, but so I'm sitting there, 1 o'clock in the morning, looking around, hear a bit of a funny noise, and I turn around and our Starlink, however it goes, is hanging upside down, swinging with only that tiny piece of metal on the back of, like, underneath our solar panel holding it on. So basically the solar panel edging underneath the braid, like the, what is it? Like the bracing border or whatever, the frame of the solar panel.
Yeah, the frame.
And it's hanging down. I'm like, Dad! I'm like, Dad! So we get up.
Some dodgy bastard bloody installed it like that.
I had my life jacket on, and then Dan quickly was just undoing it and pulling it out. It's so funny. The cord must be bloody strong because this is the second time our Starlink has been hanging by just the cord on our back scoop and not slid off. So this is our first job when we get to Indonesia. Our plan was to turn priority on every morning at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, do a weather check, touch base with family, message our buddy boat group, just to, you know, all stay up to date with everything. And we lost this on our first night. So, and then when we get to Indonesia, we need to rehang it. So, but yeah, very lucky. Starlink has jumped off the boat twice, and neither of us have gone overboard trying to save it yet.
How incredible is this? Look, they're all the way back there. So they run from like behind our boat. And then they're on this side of the boat. That'd have to be 100 holes. Crikey. What do you reckon, Ads?
This is cool. That one has half a bit.
How's the size of them?
Oh my god. That one was bigger than you. Like
what?
like that.
What boy?
I mean, like height wise.
Caught that. Yeah. You'd hear them really well under the water. Look how thick they are.
Look how big. It's cool. How big is that pit?
Yeah, they're massive, eh?
This is incredible.
Oh, that was cool. Oh, that thing is huge, Tual. Right here. Look at him.
Wow.
Look at him. He's massive. That's definitely the biggest dolphin I've seen, probably times 2. Look at them. They're having a ball. Sun setting on day 2 of our adventure over to Indonesia. It's been an interesting start, hasn't it, Pan? Holly's just woken up again, so it's nearly her shift.
The first 24 hours were hell.
Yeah, they were horrendous. It was on the beam, a good 2 metre seas to like 3 metre seas. So we always like say it's
troughs.
like, it's, yeah, the troughs aren't included in that, so.
When you're sitting at the helm and the water is like beside your head.
Yeah.
And then down there.
Yeah, so anyhow, it's behind us now, so it's good. We're flying pink bits.
We lost our Starlink dish, fell off at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
So Starlink's now sitting over there on the shelf, but we're still with our buddy boat, Sunrise, so they're doing that for us. They're just texting our parents and letting them know that we're still good and alive. But, you know, that's sailing, that's adventuring, something always goes wrong, so we might tomorrow. We've been contemplating pulling our wind generator off for a long time now, so I might just bite the bullet, pull that off, and that's where we're going to mount the Starlink. So we'll suss out the sea conditions in the morning, see how tired we were. today wasn't the day for it. Neither of us got enough sleep last night, so I've run a little
and that sun looks
schedule.
amazing. Ooh, I like it.
There, so if we stick to that, and as long as we can actually get some sleep, which we should do tonight because it's a lot calmer, then we'll be fine tomorrow. So yeah, we're getting there. I've just noticed we're outside of all the fishing vessels, which is good. It's sort of what you want. And then that's our buddy boat behind us there, about 5 nautical miles, and then that's a second buddy boat that we've met. They're about 20 nautical miles. So yeah, we're getting there. We're nearly halfway, so that's cool. This is the longest we've ever been on the water.
Yes, yes.
I think 32 hours.
Well, 7 o'clock tonight will be, wait. Yeah.
32 is the max we'd ever done on the water in one go. And we're at about 35, 36 hours now. So
we'll be at 42 hours at 7 o'clock, 41 hours at 7 o'clock, and 48 hours tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock.
Yeah,
oh,
so...
God, that sun is amazing. Lachlan.
Oh, where is it? Yeah, it looks magic. There's a lot of haze in the air. I'm not sure why. There was a fire right before we left Thursday Island, but I don't know where it was coming from, so it could just be the aftermath of that. But yeah, we'll have some dinner.
Yep, I'll get food ready.
And then I've made a little bench here so we can put our legs out, be a bit more comfortable. We like to have, I know people don't always sit at the helm 24/7 and watch out, but we're still new. We like to do that. It makes us feel a bit more comfortable. But yeah, so we'll make it more comfortable to sit in.
Screen is, so
yeah. Yep. All right.
Exciting.
Dinner time.
Night.
Just finished dinner. The boss nailed it.
Yummy pre-cooked sauté mince with capsicum and cabbage. We have a full moon somewhere behind me. There you go. Quickly grab the beautiful sunset. So from midnight we are expecting 20 to 27 knot gusts, or 20 knots average, 27 knot gusts. And I think from tomorrow morning we're expecting 6.9 feet swell / waves.
Geez, that's riveting Facebook and YouTubing, Holly.
It just, shit, we were hoping it was meant to just get better and better and better every day, and it's not really calming down, but that's okay. Dan's about to go to bed. I'm going to jump on watch. I've got an audio book to listen to for another 2.5 hours, and then I think I'll watch a movie for 2 hours. Then it'll be his time to wake up. Go get some great sleep.
Hot shower first.
Oh yeah, hot shower, sleep.
Yeah. It's been good. I mean, you can't expect flat seas when you want wind to get somewhere. So the first day was horrendous. It was on the beam, and now it's swung and it's behind us. So it's totally manageable. We surfed the odd big set, but we haven't touched the steering wheel in 3 days. So I think it's been good. And we've had a 6.2 swell, and I think we're going to a 6.9, so whatever, it'll be fine, it's behind us.
I finished my audiobook and decided to play happy music instead of watching a movie. It keeps me awake, and of course I get in a bit of exercise while I'm at it. The full moon makes the sail a bit more enjoyable, and the night is over before we know it.
Well, it's been an interesting start to the morning. We've got bigger seas today than we thought we would have, so we're surfing the odd wave at 17.7 knots, which is fun, eh, mate?
Yeah.
But the boat's like love this boat. Every day that I'm on this boat, I love it more and more. Haven't touched the autopilot. I've been close, but just runs down these waves beautifully. Yeah, not sure we should be doing that. I've only got the Janara up with, and I might even put some wraps in it soon just to try and slow us up a bit more. But these waves, like this is fine. It's when the big set comes and they literally stand up. You can't even see the top of the wave behind the boat. I'll try and catch it next time it happens. But yeah, poor Holly's not doing so well. She's her anxiety's playing up on her and she's not loving the sea state. So she's back in having a rest and mostly just laying there like this. Poor mama, hey. But that's all right.
Next one. Yeah.
They look like nothing on the...
Actually?
Yeah. No good, I still can't get it. There's our first Indonesian fishing boat that we've come past, that we've been able to see anyway. But imagine coming out here in what looks like a timber boat, trying to make a living. Alrighty, we're getting close. We've got about 117 nautical miles to go. We should arrive early tomorrow morning. It's about 4 p.m. at the moment. Sea state's not too bad. It's settled down after this morning after doing 17.7 knots surfing down a wave. That was fun. But yeah, we'll try and do a bit of a tidy up tonight, make sure the boat's ready to go for their border force to come on and basically check us into the country. But we are coming into probably the hardest part of the sail where all the Indo fishing boats are. So we're gonna have to be on 110% watch tonight, which is right at the back end of, like, we've had minimal sleep. Neither of us have done very well at the whole sleeping game. I get pretty good sleep between, so I basically have watch from 4 p.m. till 7 p.m. Then I go down from 7 till 11 when Holly's on watch. Then I'm back up at 11 o'clock till 4 a.m. That nighttime sleep is basically the only one that I get that's half decent. So, sorry, no, it's the morning at 4 a.m. till 8. That's the sleep that I get.
Yeah. I've tried, last night I tried to leave Dan in bed for that little bit longer. I was going to go till midnight, but he came out about 11:30 awake anyway. I snuck down yesterday, had a bit of a shower, but I'm actually just wearing the same clothes every single day because we're not doing anything. But we are showering. We are showering and fresh undies. Yes, so we have about, 12 fishing boats on AIS near us at the moment. The two we've passed so far have been on, a lot of them are on AIS. We have been told that this year it's actually pretty good. Most of them are on AIS and a lot of them are lit up at night. So we've got a full moon tonight and hopefully we can see everything that's going on. Another sleepless night, and then tomorrow we'll be anchored. We might have border force come on tomorrow, or it might not be till Tuesday, depending on when we actually get into Tual and anchor up. And then the next day...
What's wrong with Monday?
Monday? Well, tomorrow's Monday.
Tomorrow's Monday.
And I don't know what time of day it's going to be in Indonesia when we get there. I can't look that up.
Well, I'm pretty sure our buddy boat said that they're checking us in on Monday.
Yeah, that's the plan. Yes, and then we will be having the best sleep tomorrow night ever. Hopefully. And then I think in a week we've got to do another overnight passage to get to like the next spot. It will feel like nothing though.
It'll be like normal, I do most of it.
Aww. I've been sick the last 24 hours, but I'm normally pretty good at my night shifts.
You are good.
I've been doing very well.
Our little ocean warrior is killing it. For someone who hated boat life, she smashed this trip.
I didn't love it last year, and Well, 5 years ago when Dan said he was buying a boat, I was like, we're not getting a boat, I hate the ocean, I'm terrified of sharks and I can't swim. Well, I haven't seen land in 4 days and the anxiety this morning was just starting to like get to me.
Got the better of you, didn't it?
I did not feel well, I was very stressed and panicked. I had 2 ibuprofen, 2 paracetamol and laid with an ice pack on my head, then I had a pre-workout, now I feel better.
That's Holly in a nutshell.
A few moments later.
Just slowly drop the purple halyard hull.
Okay.
Holy shit. Our home to our spinnaker just breached. Oh shit. Love you, pink bits. You're good to us. Whew.
Okay, more. Stay there, darling.
Yeah, look. Yeah, 2 6. Man, that sucks. God damn it. Love you, pink bits. You're good to us. Oh. Do we not untangle it? Like undo it?
Yeah, and then just...
Lockie, here you come and film. Quick.
Well, you're not going up the front. Did they tell you to?
How did that even happen?
Oh, big thing.
So a drastic turn of events on Weaver. We are all devastated, but we will be okay. We have lost our spinnaker. Yeah, I know. How sad.
Daniel,
What else is going to go wrong?
you've lost your other woman.
Pink bits. It was good while it lasted. It was our favourite sail after like last season of hating her. This season we've got the new sock put on it and it's been incredible. It's like the sail that we've gone to for the whole East Coast back up to where we are now. And I was just sitting here. We only had like 16 apparent, 21 true, and the whole thing just went, it was like a big poof. And the whole thing just went out in the distance, and we've just got the trims of
Basically, this is the seams.
the seams of the outer sail, and then the sock lines were hanging up, and the rest was like flying out into the water. But we knew we should have got a bloody sail before we left, but with the motors and everything else, it was like we had to call it somewhere, otherwise we'd just spend every cent we had. Anyhow, we'll be right.
Bye, boat guys. It's awesome.
One eternity later.
Where are we?
G'day. We've made it. We're in Indo. So basically, Tual, where we're checking in, is on the other side of the island here. We've got to get around the sort of northern tip of it and come around the back side. So stoked. Water last night, but oh my god, blew the spinnaker, found a water leak in the boat. Well, we're taking on water somehow. Whether that's through the back scoop cabinet or an inlet to the boat, like the light or the exhaust fitting, something like that, but we're taking it on anyway. So we've had to leave the bilge on just to make sure that it doesn't get out of control. And the sea stay was shit house.
The whole time.
The whole time. Shocking. Like, so yesterday twice we surfed it over 17 knots. One was 17.7, I think the other one was about 17.3 at 3. So that was, at least that was a daytime, but last night it was donkey slap after donkey slap with a following sea, like, whatever. Over it.
It's not been the ideal first passage for relatively new sailors, but we're exhausted and we made it, which is super cool. We'll probably get in...
I can't see anything now, we're still sailing at daytime, she's just blinding me with the light, but that's okay.
We'll be getting in probably like, what, 5 hours probably from now, realistically?
Yeah.
And then we've got to do all our customs crap and have our boat ready to be boarded. So I would have liked to have gotten here in time to actually have some sleep, but that's all right. We'll have an amazing sleep tonight.
Yeah.
But
after some celebratory bevies.
yeah,
Which we need.
yeah, stiff drink. And this kid has been awake since 5 a.m. Noticed me climbing onto the front of the boat. I was strapped in and he was a bit concerned, but he has struggled a bit on the crossing with the boredom and not much to do, and Mummy and Daddy couldn't entertain because we were literally just awake watching or sleeping. Yeah.
They've
But
both done very well.
He's done very well. The boys have been extremely well behaved considering it's been a tricky 4 days and it's been quite rough and a bit nerve-wracking. So high five, baby.
What did Lockie say to me yesterday afternoon, Hole? When the spinnaker blew, he's like, Dad, do you think we should have like that celebration thing you do after someone dies? And I'm like, a wake? And he's like, yeah, let's have a wake for it. And I was like, sounds good to me, mate. Poor old Pink Bits have lost a family member.
Oh, she's so destroyed. I watched some of the footage actually this morning at about 2 o'clock in the or whatever time I got up. And yeah, oh, she's wrecked.
Yeah. No coming back for Pink Bits.
We'll show you when it's daylight where we are. So you can probably only just see because it's a bit too bright for my torch, plus the torch is a little bit flat. That is a FAD, fish attracting device. So there have been heaps of these up through the channel. Indonesia is known for having a lot of them, normally unlit, but this channel, they all seem to be very well lit, so it's super handy. You would not want to hit one of them unexpectedly. I've seen pictures of them on in books and online, but the ones online didn't look that sturdy. So I guess they're sort of upgrading their fads, putting lights on them and making sure it's a bit safer for all the cruisers coming through. There are heaps more to come, so I'll bid you adieu while we wait for the sun to fully rise, and then we'll show you what we're sailing through in about, hopefully, an hour. What are you doing, Dad?
Hey mate, just temporary mounting the Starlink. Hey? Resurrecting the Starlink. So eventually, I'll show you up here, we're going to remove the wind generator and we're going to mount it up there permanently, which will look awesome. But for now, this will have to do. Alrighty, we're coming into our anchorage. We're just turning the last corner now. And I reckon it's pretty sick because we've been going with our buddy boat, which is a 50-foot Leopard. Sexy boat. And look how close we are as we come into the finish line. It's neck and neck, baby. Hopefully they had better luck than we did. Never mind. We made it. Happy days. Can't wait for that first little frothy.